Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Denver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal, Denver.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
throw here out of the gun. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 10, Chargers nothing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The 42-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Now a handoff looking right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The quick slant caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his kick is right through.
Broncos 24, Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
At the 27-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And to give this time to the tailback. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 7. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burgess. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Shake it back! Shake it back!
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's do this!
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
KJ Hamler.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Bring it!
Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded in the end zone.
And all Now deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Fight, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The kick is good.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Marked down back at his own 4-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. pushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
And out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here I come! Here I come!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
31-yard line.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here.
And 7 yards to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So it's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, wow. He's doing it bad.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
the pass.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. To throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
From the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had 1 final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done.
Thank you.